Today in this video, we're going to be putting some N-gauge kits together from Peco. Roll the intros. Hello YouTubers and welcome back to Chelmswood Junction. I'm Peter. Today, as the title suggests, we are going to be putting together two of the Peco N-gauge kits. One is KNR-43, a 10-foot wheelbase standard box van. And the other one we're going to be doing is the Peco KNR-41, again a 10-foot wheelbase 7-plank coal wagon. Now, obviously I'm going to be putting those together. I'm going to be using Railmatch paints, which is number 602 GWR stock brown and number 605 GWR Roof White to paint the kits. I will also be using my airbrush and also probably a bit of liquid poly cement here or there in case that is needed to glue anything. Hopefully these kits are just literally a push fit. So without further ado, let's get down to the workbench. Let's get them unboxed and let's have a look, shall we? So these are the four kits that I have purchased from Hatton's, and also from House Models I purchased these two Railmatch paints. So without further ado, let's put the paints to one side and let's get one of these packets open and let's have a look inside, shall we? Now it comes in quite nice plastic packaging, so please guys, when you have put the kits together, please recycle your plastic and cardboard responsibly. So what do you get in your packet? Obviously you get the actual label there, and you get some very quick and easy, looks like, instructions. So obviously we get the chassis. Obviously the box van comes in on its own, and it's got some really nice details on there, as you can see in the light. You can see all the vents and the ribs that hold the box together. You can see where the doors are really clearly. So yeah, that is a nice little kit. And the roof as well, very nice detail on the top. Not much detail, just the two lines on the top there, along the edges, and again along the ends. Doesn't look like there's any need for any filing or anything like that, but I have got some files to hand in case we need to use them. You've obviously as well got a little tiny bit of a weight. I'm not sure how heavy this is. I haven't got any scales to hand, so it doesn't appear to be very heavy. It's probably heavy enough to keep the actual wagon on the rails. And also you get in a little plastic bag, obviously your two wheels, and looks like there as well you get the couplings, which obviously have to be placed into the chassis before you put this on. Now straight away I can see there is a bit of flashing there that we're going to need to cut off and possibly file off. And let's have a look at the bottom, and yet looking at it, it looks like it could be a little bit in the middle there that we will need to cut off and file down. So with that guys, I'm just going to put that one to the side. So that is product code Peco KNR-43, so that's for the 10-foot standard box van. So that's that one there. And the other one is KNR-41 10-foot wheelbase 7-plank open wagon. Now I'm going to be using these as coal wagons. Also with the box van, I will be getting some water slide transfers once these have been painted and put together. I think I'll be getting them from N-gauge Society, and they will be GWR branded. With the coal wagons, I'm just going to spray these in the Railmatch stock brown, and I'm going to obviously weather the bottom and obviously eventually weather the sides and the edges of it, and obviously also as well add a load inside there, which obviously will hopefully be cold. So again, you have the bits and pieces. Again, like in the other one, you get the little instructions. So you get the 7-plank wagon, and let's get it in nice and close and have a look at it. And there's some nice detail on the front. Obviously it'd be the same on the reverse side, and you get some nice little bit of detail for the edges. Or again, you can see there is going to be a little bit of flashing there. This is where obviously where it's been molded in the molding press, so you have to cut that off and file that down. Again, you get the same weight as you got in the box fan there. Again, it weighs exactly the same. Don't know how much it weighs, but it's a little bit of weight for the wagon. And again, you got a little tiny bit there that we're going to have to cut off and file down before assembly. And again, the little black plastic bag, get the 2 wheels and the couplings. So what I'm going to do, guys, quickly is I'm going to go get my files and my Stanley knife, and I'll come back to you. So, as I said, I've got myself a couple of little files and a Stanley knife. And what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to go through all of them, guys. I'm just going to quickly show you on one. Zoom in a little bit. There we go. So I'm just going to quickly try and get this piece off here, he says, without breaking the actual model. Now you could use a Dremel on this quite easily, more probably, but obviously when you're using a Dremel, obviously you've got to be careful that you don't take too much off. You don't want to actually be going into the actual model itself. This is actually proving to be a bit of a stubborn piece of plastic. So let's try and get this off for you guys. That's it. So that's now been cut off, but I'm going to quickly get hold of my files and give it a file down so it's nice and flush with the body. So as you can see, that is now nice and flush. Also, the other bit you've got to do is try and get this piece out of there. So again, we're going to use the trusty Stanley knife. Again, be careful, obviously. Luckily, this is not the sharpest blade that I've got. I'm using quite a bluntish one for this, so it's not so bad. And got a bit off there. Now, with this one, I'm going to be using a round file, so I can get in there and give it a file. Bit of a feel. Yeah, there's a little bit of a lug still on one side. And there you have it. It's now filed down nicely and it's nice and smooth. So the next stage for these kits is to get a coat of paint, and again that is where I'm bringing in the Railmatch paints, and the first one is 6005 GWR Roof White. That's obviously going to be for the box fans roofs. And this one, which is, turn around the other way, my help, zoom in a bit, which is 602 GWR Stock Brown. Now I'm going to do the painting off camera, guys, because obviously I need to do this outside in a well ventilated area. But when you are doing painting with enamels or any form of aerosol paints, like things like this primer, always do it in a well ventilated area, wear a mask, wear gloves, and protect yourself from the fumes. So I'm going to get these painted off camera, guys, and then I'll come back to you once they're all painted. So here you are, guys. As you can see, the wagons have now been painted in their colours. If I can get the camera to focus a bit better. There we go. And I've also painted the roofs. They're not brilliant, hand painted them, but they look better than what they are. So now all we've got to do is actually physically put them together. Now to put them together is quite easy. You do get a set of instructions to show you how to do it. What you do is you get the chassis there, grab hold of your weight, pop the weight on top, make sure you try and centralise it in the two lugs there and there, and then you get the other piece, and hopefully just like that it clips together. But before you do that, now I've just made the unfortunate error, I haven't put the couplings in, so hopefully it comes apart just as easy as it does. So we'll get the first set of wheels and couplings out. Now I do believe the couplings are supposed to go a certain way. Let me just double check. Yep. You have to make sure that the couplings, I don't know how good this is going to come out properly, goes that way on each side. So pop that one in there. It does dangle down, but I am led to believe that they will straighten up once you put them in. So just pop that one in there, and again we'll stick the weight on top and pop the top on like so, and as you can see the couplings are now at a proper angle. So the last bit to do is to actually fit the wheels. But before I actually fit the wheels, I'm just going to put a slight little dab of oil just inside where the axle sits, just to help the wheels turn properly. So it's just done that. Let's put that up there and grab the wheels. Hopefully these should just slot in. That's that one, and now this one, and there you have that bit done, and hopefully the roof should just clip on as well, I hope, just like that. Now you can put a piece of glue onto there to keep it in tight, but as you can see I'm turning it upside down, shaking it quite around, and it's not coming off. So I'll just quickly finish these off, guys, on camera. Actually, no, I'll quickly crack on and get them all done. So we're going to get all the couplings, etc., out of the bags. And please, guys, with your plastic bags, please recycle responsibly. Oops, couplings flying, wheels flying everywhere. So again, get the couplings. Make sure they're orientated the right way around. Pop them in. Make sure they are the right way around. Pop the weight on. Pop the box on. Just quickly try and do this, guys. Like that. Then we'll slot the roof on. Again, very, very quickly. Small dab of oil in the holes where the axles are going to sit. Don't have to do this, but I'm just doing it for better wheeling of the little boxes. Yep, that's in there nice and flush. And again, oops. Try and get this bit, the last bit in. Like that, so that's that one done. Now with these ones, obviously these are the 7 plank coal wagons. Exactly the same process. Just grab your chassis, pop your couplings in the right way around. Just double check the right way around. Yep, they are. pop the weight on, centralise it, and get this bit, clip it down. Again, quick oil up in the 2 axle boxes. Pop the wheels in. And hopefully, no, that one's not in properly. Let's lift this side out a bit. This one's not going in properly for some reason. So we'll try and pull it out. So we pause the camera, guys, and try and get these out the axle boxes. So as you can see now, guys, all 4 have now got all their wheels have been made up. The couplings are all round the right way. So let's see what they're like on the track and see if they will couple up together, see if we have any issues. Now, obviously I haven't got an engine to put in these at the minute, so lovely freewheeling, so hopefully that little bit of oil has helped it. Couplings are nice and stiff, hooking up nicely. That one just missed, there you go. So you can clearly see, oh, about derailing that one. For just under £20, you've got a nice little set there of two box vans and 2 7-plank coal wagons for just under £20. Obviously it's going to cost you a little bit more if you haven't got the paints, and again I will tell you what ones I used, and it was the Railmatch 605 GWR Roof White, and I also used 602 GWR Stock Brown. Now I just used that stock brown just to paint both of them to the correct colour, and I think they do look very nice. Now obviously, guys, you have these bits of cardboard and these bits of plastic left over. Please, guys, recycle your plastic and your cardboard responsibly to help our environment. So as a conclusion, guys, you got 2 of the 7-plank coal wagons and 2 of the GWR box vans. 4 of these for less than £20. Would I recommend them? Most definitely. I mean, you can buy the wagons already built, already painted, some of them already weathered, but there's no personalisation. You just literally grab them out the box, plonk them on the track, and away you go. Now if you have bought pristine versions, then obviously you can weather them to your taste and your ways, but I think doing little kits is a nice little thing to do. You know, if you've got an evening to yourself and you want to do something, if you've got a few of those kits to do, they're quite easily to paint up using an airbrush. And using an airbrush to paint usually dries in about an hour or so. So then you could literally just put it together and you can weather it to the way you want. You could put whatever loads, say like into the 7-plank wagons. You could put any kind of load you want in there, whether it be coal, aggregate, whatever you want to put in there, you could put them in there. So do I think they're worth £20? Most definitely. Hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. I've enjoyed making it, and I've gone and used my airbrush to paint these, and it's the first time I've used my airbrush in a very, very long time and had to learn how to use it all over again. But for a quick, simple, little easy job like that, would I use the airbrush or would I use the aerosol versions of the Railmatch paints? For the price of the aerosols, I'd probably rather pay the cheaper price and just get the pots of paint with the thinners, which I've already got on the workstation, and do it yourself. Mix the paint up to the way you want it. I think it's, you know, better if you do it yourself instead of just using an aerosol. And also, not only that, aerosols, they do contain chemicals that do pollute the environment and also can make your house smell if you're doing it inside. And always, guys, if you are doing it inside, make sure you do it in a well ventilated area. Make sure you open your windows or your doors so you've got plenty of ventilation, and also make sure that you wear a mask and gloves to protect your skin and your lungs. So, final part of this video, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Sorry that I haven't done a video for a long time. Now the springtime is here, I have been outside doing my gardens and also helping fellow family members within my bubble to do their gardens. So I have been busy doing other things. Like I said, my railway is not a job, it's my hobby, and I produce videos when I feel fit that I want to do them. So if you have liked the video, guys, please, as always, hit the like button. If you've got any questions on the actual kits that I've bought and made and put together, then please ask any questions down below. If you've got any questions about the paints that I've used, again, just leave a question down below. Or if you've got any comments to what I could do with them on regards to weathering, again, put any suggestions or comments down below. Be much appreciated. If you're a subscriber, great big thumbs up, and I would like to say a big hello to the new subscribers that have come on recently. I've had about 40 or 50 people come onto my channel recently, and I would like to welcome you. Hope that you're enjoying the videos so far on my channel, and I hope that you enjoy future content. For the guys that have been with me for a very long time, great big thumbs up, thank you very much. I'm getting very, very close, as you can see, to the 1,000 mark, and I have got a little bit of a special video coming for that. Hopefully, fingers crossed, depending on funds available. As you guys know, I do live on a budget. I've been registered disabled now, so obviously I have to live on what I get given from the government. So if I can do what I want to do for the 1,000 subscriber special, I hope that you will all enjoy it. But I've still got a little bit of ways to go. I need to get to 1,000, and I also need to get to the 4,000 hours. And it's thanks to you guys for subscribing and watching my videos that I have got to the stage where I have so far. If you're not a subscriber and you want to subscribe to my channel, it's absolutely free of charge. Just hit that subscribe button on the right hand side. If you want to carry on watching videos from my channel, there should be a link coming up here and here. Until next time, guys, stay safe, look after your loved ones, protect each other, and like I said, if you are using plastics from packaging and plastic bags, etc., please recycle them responsibly. Until next time, guys, take care of yourselves, and bye-bye from Chelmswood Junction.